Hello and welcome back to Uniting Wizards. Today we are going to talk about fortresses and wizarding challenges, and I'm going to give you some tips and some advice that will be good to keep in mind from the very beginning of the game. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Marcus and I'm here to give you in-depth information about Harry Potter and Wizards Unite. So if that interests you, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss anything. So a fortress is a location on the Wizards Unite map, and it looks like this. And you go to a fortress to do wizarding challenges. That seems to be the only thing they do, but that is not a bad thing because wizarding challenges are very exciting. Now, the point of wizarding challenges in the game is to level up your skills and earn rewards and items that you can use in the rest of the game. The point in the real world is that wizarding challenges are where you will play with other people. A wizarding challenge is a type of encounter that is meant to be done as a group, more than one person, although it hasn't been specifically specified that you can't do it alone. But the point of them is that you have a group of up to 5 people and you go and you do them together. If you have more than 5 people in your group, of course you can split up and do 3 and 3 or 3 and 4 or any combination really. And when putting together these groups, it's important to keep in mind what profession each player has. So if they're an auror, magizoologist, or a professor. And to be clear, you can go into a challenge with all magizoologists in your group, but each profession is better equipped for certain kinds of encounters. And if you go in with all magizoologists, you will not only get encounters that are good for magizoologists, you will also get encounters that a professor would be better equipped to handle. So it's better to have at least one of each profession in your group. So basically, if you have a group of people that you know you're going to play the game with, make sure that at the very beginning of the game you coordinate to make sure that you're not all picking the same profession to do. And if you don't have a group, if you don't know who you're going to be playing the game with, maybe in the beginning make sure that you're leveling up all the professions more or less equally so you can fit into any group you happen upon. So like I said, in a wizarding challenge you will run into different kinds of obstacles that the different professions are better or worse equipped to deal with. Specifically, what kind of obstacle you run into in a wizarding challenge has to do with which type of runestone you present. You get runestones from doing encounters, and that is not wizarding challenges, that is encounters that I've talked about before, and we don't know exactly how rare runestones are going to be, and if you feel like they are too rare, I am 99% certain that you will also be able to buy them in the in-game shop. So there are 10 different kinds of runestones, maybe corresponding to the types of encounters, the registry items, because there are 10 of those too, and really how many different types of things are we going to have to keep in mind in this game? Probably a fair few. Anyway, I'm going to be assuming that these runestones have something to do with the registry items. I don't know that for sure, but again, I will make that assumption. So all players in your group need a runestone to start a wizarding challenge, but you don't need to have the same type of runestone. Assuming they're based on the registry items, you can present a Hogwarts School runestone, someone else can present a Magical Games and Sports, and someone else a Ministry for Magic's runestone. And based on the combination of runestones presented, you will unlock different types of encounters. And because there can be up to 5 of you, and there are 10 different types of runestone you can each choose from, there are a lot of different combinations you can present, and thus a lot of different encounters that you could happen upon. So you go to a fortress and you present your runestones, which, by the way, you can do whenever. As long as you have a runestone, you can go to any fortress you like and start a wizarding challenge. So you do this and you enter the first challenge. You will be presented with a number of obstacles. We don't know exactly how many. And you will pick one and your friends will pick one to deal with, and you will deal with that and then move on to the next one. So this will require some strategy, and like I said, it will depend on which professions you guys have in your group. Because if there's an alchemy to deal with, the magizoologist is going to be better equipped to do that than the professor or the auror would, and so on. Exactly which profession should deal with exactly which obstacles, we don't know, and I'm not going to speculate really because there are so many things we don't know about that, so I'm going to make a guide about that when we have more information to base that guide off of. Now it seems that once you've started a challenge, there are several floors to a fortress. So you do one challenge, you deal with the first obstacles you come across, and then you move on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And presumably they become harder and harder to deal with, and presumably you get better and better rewards the further up you go in the fortress. Now it's possible that the first floor challenges are easy enough that you can do them on your own, and you need more and more people the further up you go, and you need to strategize more and more the further up you go. So I hope this cleared some things up for you regarding wizarding challenges. Of course, once we know more, I will make another video to update you and to make sure that you have all the information you need when you start playing Wizards Unite. So until then, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions. And then hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!